My name is Jan-Bart Gewald. I am generally known as JB. I'm a historian and I am Professor of African History at Leiden University in the Netherlands, and I'm a research fellow at STIAS here in Stellenbosch and also at the Stellenbosch Department of History. My STIAS fellowship deals with a multi-species history of diamond mining in Kimberley between 1870 and 1920. And this research is essentially based on a personal interest in mining. My father was a geologist, and I started studying geology when I started studying many years ago. But I switched to history and anthropology, and now at this stage in my career I've been given the opportunity to try and look at mining in Kimberley. In the past, people have been particularly interested in mining in Kimberley in terms of capital and labor, and these are extremely important. They have formed the southern Africa that we know of today. Without the mine and the wealth of Kimberley, there would not have been sufficient capital for the development of the gold mines on the Rand. There would not have been capital which would have enabled Cecil John Rhodes to take southern Rhodesia, current Zimbabwe, or to take northern Rhodesia, present-day Zambia. So the history of southern Africa would have been completely different without the capital which was gained from Kimberley mine. But my research goes beyond that. I'm actually interested in what was the impact on the environment, or more importantly, what was the impact on a multi-species history. So I'm interested in a multi-species history of mining in Kimberley between 1870 and 1920. And what do I mean with that? Well, I'm interested in what is the impact on, for instance, water and wood. We know that when the mine started, the first diamonds were found underneath a camelthorn tree. Yet within 15 years, all trees within 250 kilometers of Kimberley had been chopped down, and trees were being sourced as far away as Tsitsikama, the Cederberg, and Bulozi in western Zambia. My work tries to look at the impact of mining on more than capital and labor alone. I'm interested in where did the food come from. So we know that parts of what is today Lesotho were transformed because people were trying to supply not only labor but also foodstuffs to Kimberley. And we're not just talking about food for people, but we're also talking about fodder or food for animals, because what people forget is that to get the mines functioning at Kimberley, you needed thousands upon thousands of animals, particularly horses, mules, donkeys, oxen. Everything that was in Kimberley was brought there by animal power, and those animals had to be fed. And where did that food come from? Where did the fodder come from? And that leads straight into the next point. Where did all the animals come from? Where did all the muscle power come from? So we know a lot about human labor, but we know very little about the animals that actually worked to make Kimberley function and to be able to return a massive profit for the mining companies in Kimberley. I'm interested in all the aspects related to mining in Kimberley, but not just in terms of the incredible wealth that was created, but also in terms of the incredible waste. The very bottom line thing is that if you look at Kimberley at the present, it's a completely run-down city. It's a city where sewage no longer functions, where water supply no longer functions. And this is quite a strange, sort of almost a complete circle back again to what it was like when the first diamonds were found and the first huge mining camps were established there.